everybody. Welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Hola, a todo el mundo. Bienvenidos. Espero que estén teniendo un buen día. Hello. Just quickly checking that my mic's not off. Yes, it's good. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. The game is not showing yet, but it's gonna show up in a second. Hi, Retouch. Welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. So that's why you were gone for so long. Technically, I have presented this child to you last year, more than a year, or actually kind of like exactly a year ago. Technically, if you're going by when I made that video about the demos that I liked from Next Fest, technically, Nimby, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Hot Pants, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Leo, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Oh no, I am not helping her with any builds. I want her to first run to be pure suffering. I also don't want any builds for the first run. I kind of want to see how bad or how acceptable I can be. I'm not gonna be good. Let us put that out there right away. I'm not gonna be good. There's no chance of that. However, I want to see if I can handle it on my own, at least semi-decently. That's where we're at. At least semi-decently would be nice. Nix, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Lita, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Please react to the 2 art that we blew up the surprise, even if it's just 1 minute. But I already reacted. That wouldn't be reacting. It would be talking about it. But the reaction already happened. The thing is, I saw him. I can't pretend that I didn't. Ranker, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. I really doubt that she's gonna need any help until much, much later. I don't know what... when you say much, much later, I assume you mean like getting more endings or in more difficulty. I'm not entirely sure that we're going to go for several endings, because I haven't really done that before in this channel. Mostly I have gone for 1 ending and that's it in this channel. Mostly, not in every single situation, but I mostly only do like chase endings if they are going to be fast and easy to achieve. So I'm not entirely sure that I'm going to reach the point of needing the backseating, unless you mean later as in approaching the end of the run, in which case I will need it. Nimby, welcome, hello. No, I already said that. I already said that, right? I think. Next, Lydia. Also, I found the reason why you broke the glass that we mentioned last stream. IBRB to grab more water quickly while the game opens. Come back, close the door, fast and strong. The door that had a full body mirror hanging from it. I'm assuming that's the tweet that I made about the situation. I think that's the tweet. I remember tweeting something like that. So, well, we have the explanation then. I was trying to get water, which I need in long streams. I barely manage now with 2 bottles in normal streams, so... Today is Friday in California. Let me tell you a secret. Today is Friday everywhere. At least for me. Today is Friday for me. So, yeah. It's Friday. Congratulations on your first child, Lily. Does this make you an echidna now? Is it sad that, like, I wanted my first child to be a VTuber child and it wasn't? Is that sad? Because I'm sad about it. Damn, stream didn't start with a what the fuck? Why would it? Why would it? Mic is on, but the game is off. The game is about to be on. Let me bring it over. Let me bring it over and let me check. I could put the sound of it already. There's no reason to just have my music all the time, right? We can start already considering the volume of the game, which I think right now it should be low but bearable. Should be low but bearable, right? Because of the art. But I already had my reaction moment. It was just off stream. I saw it off stream. It's been so long. It has been. It has been, but we're finally getting to it. Now, I did want to wait until the game was out of alpha, but you guys voted for it. So, you guys voted for it. And we are not going to disregard the vote just because it's not out of alpha. Also, we are going to be playing Drapline, which is a game that I already played the demo of. So I'm not going to have any strong reactions to the very first part of it because I have already seen it, right? I've already seen it, so I'm not going to have like these strong reactions because I know what happens at the very start. Everything after the first boss is going to be new to me. Everything until the first boss, technically I've already played it a couple of times. The first time I played it just looking at the demo. The second time I played it to get footage for the video that I did about the best demos of the next fest. So I have experienced partly the beginning of the game. Mike is on good, would be ashamed to miss the motherly finger wagging lectures. She's not gonna need any lectures because she's going to be very well behaved because I'm going to feed her properly. I didn't expect you to help her, never would. It's your temper clipping. What? If you didn't do several endings, explain Hades. No, never mind, start the game. But I haven't even reached one ending in Hades. Hades has one ending and an epilogue. I haven't even reached the ending. Nirwanda, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. I thought your first child was Angel. I don't think so. I think if any of the pals would have been my first child, it would be Lucy. Sorry, Ellie, for not becoming a VTuber using the model you made for me. Argentina internet sucks. Oh, no, I wasn't meaning that one. Although you do have a model. I mean, a riggable model. I didn't rig that one. But you do have a thing you can use if you wanted to ever rig it. I know, but you could have what the fucked even harder here. Good point. Kinda lost the chance. It's just that I don't think of faking reactions. I never think of faking reactions. I like being an authentic person and reacting how I react in the moment. I figured it was the poll because you have finally gone to full 10. No, it wasn't the poll because I knew that a lot of people wanted it. And I wanted you guys to have a nice carrot to pull you in a direction of voting earnestly. It was still almost a 50-50. Do not get me wrong, it was still almost a 50-50, but I got the feeling that you guys voted what you really wanted and not just tried to 50-50. I didn't know this game existed, but doesn't mind that Mushroom Musume is a thing. I tried Mushroom Musume, I didn't quite like it. I expected to like it way more. I don't know if it's the 1-bit graphics or what, but I didn't quite like Mushroom Musume. Snake Guy, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Snake Guy, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. How goes Ellie corrupting a lizard girl? You say corrupting, I say racing properly. You're going to have to summon some mummy energy from somewhere. Good luck. I think I can summon mummy energy. I really think I can. The name is used the most to name... The name I use the most to name her is Pucho because she has short red hair. I instantly think of Pucho. I think you know what? If you want to put names up in the chat right now, I might choose one of those. Or I might call her whatever I want. I'm not sure this child is going to survive Ellie. I think there's a good chance. I'm not going to say she definitely will, but I think there's a good chance. Crumpets, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. You can't fake reactions. You only have 2 emotions, uber nervous and crashing out, which is why I don't even try. I don't try to fake reactions. I reacted outside of the stream and that's that. You will notice if I try to pretend that I didn't see it, you know? If I try to pretend that I'm reacting for the first time, I think you'll notice. She still can't accept that we don't try to 50-50 the polls, that we literally can't manipulate the polls most of the time. I don't believe you! I don't believe you. Language is stuck? I see it in English. I see it in English. Horg Chorgler. I'm not gonna name her Horg Chorgler. Lena? Ellie Jr. Guys, give her names. I don't want the dragon to be named to whatever I want. Tell your thoughts. My thoughts is, why didn't I see it in the 7 months, 8 months? How many months since you said that you did that? I'm offended. And also, I think, the Ellie version, whoever did that one, is missing a little bit of hair. My connection is playing silly buggers because I had to type something 3 times before I stopped getting an error message. Oof. Oof. Name her Smumples Pucci? No, absolutely not. See where it says language Japanese? Oh! Well, thank you for saving me time from that. Alice! Alice is a nice name. I like that. Which one is the Ellie version? Technically, they're both Ellie version, but one is like a color slide, and the other one is like a redraw. The redrawn version is missing some hair. The color slide version, I need to recolor properly if I wanted to use it, but I don't think I want to use them. I see I'm not the only one with messaging issues. Is there someone else with messaging issues? Hey, is this thing gonna open by itself, or do I have to reopen it? Do I have to reopen it? This thing is not opening. I have to reopen it. Astroman, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Hello. I would suggest Pepper. Pepper is cute too. Pepper really is cute. But Alice, I might go with Pepper. Pepper is cute. Up to 20 characters for your name. My name is Ellie. Yeah. Or Ellie. Elyssia. Is your name Elyssia? Yes. It's a bit loud. Thank you. Oh, shit. Okay, wait. Shit. This is not how the demo started. The demo did not start with a battle. So this is, I guess, a little bit different already. Less? Right into the action. Yeah, that's what it's surprising me, because the demo definitely didn't start like this. The demo started with the idyllic life of you found a little girl literally chewing your walls. Your name is you, that's what everyone calls me. The demo having less content than the full game? Impossible. Well, I didn't know what was going to change. Okay, hey, what are you spacing out for? This is the final battle, get yourself together. Okay, just like before, tell me which skill to use this turn, master. Oh, wait, Kuria, I didn't name you that. We're gonna change your name. I don't want you to be called that. Battle. What do I have? I have quite a bit of things. We cannot do Dragon's Breath because we don't have any battle points yet. I could do defense, but I think... You know what? Let's not overthink this. I'm gonna lose anyways. I know for a fact that this is... I don't know it for a fact, but it would only make sense that this is a pre-scripted defeat. If I charge out PP, I can unleash a powerful breath attack. That's what Master always says. So what's next? Ah, I know what Master wants to tell me. Skills have cooldowns. You can't spam them, right? I know that. Sure. Let's do a... Crystal Blade. Okay, let's do a lightning thrust because that one has cooldown. Shit! Wait! Dealing damage is the basics of battle. That's what Master taught me. Be careful of the next attack, you say. Alright, since Master's one step behind me, you can see the enemy's next move. So what should I do this turn? Should I bolster my defense? So this is what the enemy's gonna do. So I should do defense. But that's not something that's gonna happen every turn. I'm not always gonna be able to see their next move. Watching the enemy's attack and switching to defense is important too. That's what Master always says. Even so, as expected of the catastrophe that destroys worlds, it's pretty strong. But Master and I will definitely win because I am a divine dragon. Let's keep pushing until the end. I don't think we will, girl. This is the beginning of the game. I do not understand what that intro was about. Is that a flash forward? Is that in medias res and we are literally going to start the final battle at half? No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. If you started... No. Forget it. I'm not even gonna say it because that doesn't make sense. So I guess that's just like a little hook to get people immediately to know what the game actually plays like. And I don't think it matters. I don't think we should care about that first battle. I think it's just a hook and it doesn't affect anything at all whatsoever. Why does the battle UI remind me of Lobotomy Corporation? I haven't played Lobotomy Corporation, so I don't know what that is. Calamity Breath is quite an insult. You're right. It definitely sounds insulting. I don't remember if you can actually make Kuria lose. I'm guessing based on how that ended that it's never gonna deal enough damage to kill you and you definitely cannot beat it. That's what happened at the end of the previous demo. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Anyways. As I was strolling through the village like usual, I noticed strange noises coming from the food storeroom in the outskirts. Seems like I'm not hearing things. Maybe it's an intruder. No, maybe a monster broke in and it's raiding the food storeroom. I had to check it out. Is anyone there? Wait, she's not eating my house anymore! I thought it was my child that I find eating my walls! Why is she not my child? I mean, she's still gonna be my child. I'm about to kidnap her. I mean, adopt her. But I thought that she would eat my walls. There, I saw a dragon girl I'd never seen before rummaging through the food storeroom. Who are you? You? Who are you? I don't know. You don't know? Does she mean that she doesn't even know who she is? Okay, where did you come from? I don't know. Are you hungry? I'm hungry. So you're a lost kid who's starving, I guess. What should I do? Kidnap her. We're gonna kidnap her. I consulted the villagers, but since she doesn't seem to be from here, nobody knows anything about her. As a result, I ended up taking care of this lost girl for a while. Since she doesn't even know her own name, I decided to call her this. This is the part where I can name her. I'm not gonna name her Coo. I'm gonna name her Pepper. It's the name that I like the most. Alice came second, but I think I like the name Pepper. Are there dragon girls that you have seen before, like regularly? Otherwise, it's odd to specify. Considering the town has a shark person, a wolf person, a harpy, a bunny / dog person, I think there's no reason to believe I wouldn't have seen a dragon before. Feed her some humans? No, I refuse. Elyssia's a little girl. Ellie 5 seconds later. We are going to kidnap her. That's okay, because we're gonna kidnap her to give her a good life. The dragon girl's name is Pepper. Yes, correct. And this was the moment I met Pepper. This music just brings me back, man. Becoming friendly with villagers increases the chances of obtaining rarer items when buying food or learning skills. Additionally, work rewards will be higher. So we definitely want to have a good relationship with villagers that we want. Something's making a real loud noise. Is she eating my wall? Yay! Yippee! Listen, I think it's pivotal that she's eating my walls for 2 reasons. One, because I already mentioned it in my video and I don't want to have been a liar by changes in the future. Second, because the art has a wall that has a hole in it, so I want the background to make sense narratively. In a lot of stories, telling villagers about a dragon you found would end very differently. I think it depends on the genre entirely. Are you saying that all little half-dragon girls look alike to you? I'm saying that I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of half-dragon in the village. Don't you dare call my girl Multi a bunny? I don't know! I don't know her that well! That was a fine conspiratorial whisper. Did you like it? Should I do more? That floating scarf means that she's a deity, right? Yes, indeed. But you don't know that yet. We are about to see that in like a couple of scenes. I'm pretty sure it takes a month or 2. No, a couple of weeks. I think you need to wait a couple of weeks before someone comes and tells you that. You will own nothing and be happy type deal? Which one? Huh? Where? What video? The one that I made. Look at welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. I think I already said that to you before. Or not? Multi's a dog girl, not a bunny. Well, thank you for telling me. Hi. Pepper is crunching away at the house. What are you doing? I was hungry, so I started eating the house. Are you mad at me? It seems this child belongs to a species that eats anything, and quite a big eater at that. I'm not mad, but you can't just go around eating houses. Okay, I'm really sorry for the trouble. We can't have more holes in the house, but leaving Pepper hungry isn't right either. From now on, I should buy food for her every week. Every week! She eats every week? Oh my god! What a glutton! It's not like me who eats once a year, I guess? Eating every day, what's that? That sounds insane! Lamia press gangs you into a kidnapping plot ASMR? Someone should write that down for our possible Ellie request in the future. I was going to go with Rabog, but you might mishear that and put her down. Dog eat? As in rabbit and dog? Listen, I don't know her that well. But eating houses is the best way to get stats, mommy! I don't know. I think the sacred eggs or whatever the fuck we buy for her later is probably the best way to get stats. Eating once a week is called gorging? Is that an actual thing? Is that an actual word? I don't like how it sounds. How does she get calories from everything? Trick question. I don't think she gets calories from everything. She just gets stats from everything. The calories are a different deal. Okay, tutorial, fitting time. Each which you choose 1 of 3 ingredients, blah, 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 blah. Yes. I don't need to read this, I already read it once. Now, the real question is, do we want to focus on specific stats or do we want to sort of keep it kind of balanced? My impulse in this kind of games, which I don't play often, and you'll see how and why as you see me play through this, my instinct is to try and keep it kind of balanced, but probably prioritize 1 or 2 things. Like, for example, strength strength so that she has more attack, or intelligence so that she has more attack. Like, I want to give her a focus that's gonna be about dealing better blows. But I do want to keep her sort of balanced all around. So from these, the ones that tempt me the most right now are the one that's going to give her resistance and the one that's going to give her strength. Because I want her to be able to defend and to attack quite well. I don't care for agility as much as the other things. Then again, for the same amount of money, I could raise 2 stats instead of 1. And this is why I don't normally play this kind of games. The decision paralysis is intense. The decision paralysis is very intense. Lots of animals do it, eat a lot at once. Well, yeah, that's because they have to take advantage of whenever they can eat, because they don't know when. Like, there's no guarantee of a next meal. Attack, attack, attack. Focus on intelligence. I want to see her start asking questions that you have to source answers from the chat. Who's we? I'd leave her on a hill and let nature take its course. So evil. That's so mean. That is so mean. World's best overthinker? That's me, baby. That's me. Anyways, I'm gonna go for the one that gives me 2 stats for now. Paying cash. We don't need a loan yet, but I have no doubts that I'm going to need loans in the future. Tutorial, action selection. After feeding, you will choose your action for the week. Hover over an icon on the screen with your mouse cursor to see more details. Tutorial, we can go to the map and look at the actions, blah, blah, blah. Hello! Elyssia is kind. Oh my god! She thinks I'm kind! She thinks I'm kind! Okay. What can we do? We have friendship bonus. It's here to increase the rarity of trees and plants, resistance and agility, or a random thing. I think I want to start with randomness. That is incredibly... oh, no, wait. Incredibly, I discovered a rocky surface with what looks like raw gemstones while exploring the forest. Pepper's strength might be able to dig them out, and it could bring in unexpected money. Oh, no. She doesn't have any strength yet. Dig it up, but don't eat it, please. But I can't eat it. I promise I'll buy you food with the money that I get from it. Yay! 6,000 Gs! 6,600 Gs worth of gemstones. Keep digging. Alright. Let's freaking go, baby! 3,400 more! Yes, dig even more. This is exhausting. You can do it, girl. You can do it. 9,000! It looks like we've dug up all the gemstones and spent this money extravagantly. Ugh, seriously? I don't know. Okay. Buff exaltation. Each time exaltation is applied, level increases and strength and intelligence rise by level times 8%. I'm so confused about this. Each time exaltation is applied, level increases. As in, I will gain a level each time I use the skill? That is weird. No, it's not that I will gain a level. I will get experience for the level bar. And then strength and intelligence rise by 8% of my level, of my current level? Stacking makes the effect even stronger, does not expire with turns, making it suitable for long battles. So it is just for that battle. Okay. Okay, sure. Oh, okay, so this is when we get the explanation about her being a sacred dragon. I don't remember who asked. I think it was Astroman. This is the explanation, the lore. Okay, but hear me out. If she eats it, you won't need to buy food. Yeah, but if I get to buy food, I get to choose the stats. So you have to think about it strategically. Strategically. You know? Poor girl, the first day in the mines is always the hardest. It's technically not the mines. We found it by sheer luck in a forest. So... Ellie in Drapline, let's go. Don't stop mining. Mwahaha. Also, Ellie, guys, you're free to leave the mines. You are free to leave the mines. This was just luck. Check if she still thinks you're kind. I'm sure she does. I'm sure she does. Okay. Excuse me. I heard that this house is taking care of a lost dragon child that eats anything. Are you Pepper's caretaker? Because you can't have her. She's mine. No, that's not exactly... Who are you? The celestial robe, the scarlet scales, those magnificent horns. This is none other than the divine dragon. Divine dragon? I am Morgan Tiana. Morgan Tiana, a warrior of the dragon folk. I have come today to welcome the divine dragon, as guided by the great mission by the dragon's disciples. Discipline? What's that? I never heard of it. What? You never heard of it? I'm still just a child, so... now that you mention it... What in the world are you talking about? It may be hard to believe, but this child is no ordinary lost dragon. Whenever a catastrophe descends upon this world, one so great that we alone cannot stand against it, when such a catastrophe draws near, to vanquish it, as a guardian of the stars, a dragon is born from the earth. That is the species known as the divine dragon. This child. Born from the earth? Indeed, it is nothing short of a mystery. The divine dragon is a child of the stars. The divine dragon devours everything on this land, absorbing boundless power, growing ever stronger without end. Is this child... Yes, there's no mistake. It seems the divine dragon herself is unaware of this. We, the dragon folk, are the descendants of the divine dragons who once saved the world in ancient times, and all dragons of the village live by the spirit known as the dragon's discipline, dedicating their lives to protecting this world. Thus, the divine dragon must come to our village, grow stronger, and prepare for the coming catastrophe. Now, here comes the biggest hot take I have. I know that I jest and I say like, you can't have her, she's mine, this is my daughter, you won't take her, I kidnapped her first. But if I was in this real situation and they told me that there's an entire, like, not cult, an entire, like, organization of people who have been preparing for this their entire lives, I would feel that I'm very much unqualified and I would let her go. I would be like, you know what? It sounds like I'm in for way more than I can take. This is way above my pay grade. I think if I want the world to be saved, I should let her go with the experts. So this is where me, the real Ellie, and the Ellie that wants to kidnap a child start differing. But even if you say that, by the way, what kind of place is your village? A snow-covered land high in the mountains. Are there any tasty foods? I can't say whether they are tasty, but the ancient rocks standing for eons are packed with rich energy, perfect for your body, divine dragon. Bland! I need something more delicious! My apologies. However, divine dragon, you should eat things that make you stronger, not just that taste good. No! If she doesn't want to go, I can't send her off. That's my child, and she wants to stay with me because she thinks I'm kind. And also because the game doesn't let me choose that she should go with them. This is no time for such leisurely talk. Regardless, I cannot simply forcefully take such a young divine dragon away. Skill issue. I knew how to kidnap a child. You didn't. That makes it a skill issue.
I shall return another day, but the fact that the Divine Dragon has been born means that a great catastrophe will soon befall this star. And the only one who can stand against it is you, Divine Dragon. Please remember that. Farewell.
Seems that this child is a special existence called the Divine Dragon, born from the earth to confront the catastrophe approaching this world. So I'm a Divine Dragon, huh? That's a lot to take in. You know what's not a lot to take in? These mushrooms! Or this egg! It's an ultra-edible mushroom. Or egg. I like the ones that raise 2 stats. Because it does mean that I get more balance in my stats. 400 kilograms of mushrooms, damn. Or 300 kilograms of egg. That's, no matter how you look at it, I'm getting a truckload of food into this house every week. Okay, we are going to go for resistance and intelligence. We are going to pay in cash, because thankfully I found all those gemstones in the forest. I'm still good. And we're still at 60 out of 100 stamina. So we can still go out if we have good things. Now this one would give me better X, which raise strength and vitality. And I do like that. So we are going to... We already got a good event in the last one, so I think we're gonna chill and we're gonna go for the certainty now. The hair, the skills, the horns, I'm sure of it. You're a VTuber! Hey, she would be a good VTuber model, you gotta admit that. I live for 3 minutes and Ellie has the little nuclear bomb working in the mines. Not in the mines, in the middle of the forest! When the closest thing to a god in your culture is a goofy goober, I'm sure that she will be a proper god when she's not a child. But as a child, goofy goober it is. It's not just a lost dragon, you know, it's a lost divine dragon. Yeah, I feel like this is a little bit above my pay grade. Oddly civic-minded dragons, versus stealing villages and burning livestock and virgins. I think that's for fully feral dragons. These ones are humanoid. GG loser, Ellie on the practice of child abduction. I abducted this child, no problem. I don't know why you couldn't. Okay, I'm gonna go for the certainty. We're gonna go for the harpy. That's my Yoshi, the famous Elyssia kidnapper, Nikos. Okay, Tolly. Hello, Pepper. I'm Tolly the harpy. I'll help out at the farm. I help out at the farm raising animals and growing vegetables on the hill. There's lots of physical work, so I'd be happy if you could help me. Nice to meet you. By the way, is that bird okay to eat? No. This one's from the farm, so you can't eat it. Cleverly covered up the mistake. Reward amount 1.5, stamina consumption plus 10. But I didn't get a choice in that, so that was a random thing, I guess. We're gonna praise her because she did a good job by not eating the chicken. Good. Seems happy. Pepper's personality shifted towards rule. Good. Affection increased to 1. When purchasing ingredients at the start of the week, carbohydrates and eggs are better chance of higher rarity. Good. Reward amount slightly increased. Good. Okay. 9,000 gold. Skill impuration. Okay, we're gonna grab... Ooh, that one has 2 stars of rarity. When you get inspired with a skill, you can choose one of 3 skills to learn. There are 2 types of skills: battle skills, which can be used in combat, and passive skills, which provide effects just by learning them. After using a battle skill in combat, you cannot use the same skill again for a certain number of turns. Cooldown, stronger, cooldown, blah, blah, blah. Okay, magic attack, cooldown of 4, medium damage to 1 target, and inflicts headache 5. What is headache? I would love to be able to know that, but I don't think I can. Also, what is this? Do I have it? Ah, no, I don't have it. It's just like for whenever I have one. Okay. So this one is a buff. This one reduces the enemy's vitality. I think I'm gonna grab the rare one, which is the first attack that I get, right? Alex, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Before we go into this scene, I want to read the chat because I feel like I haven't read the chat in a bit. Pay grade? You aren't getting paid. You pay for her. I mean, you do use her to make money, but that's a you thing. It's an expression. But yes, she kind of earns her money for food and I do nothing here. Realistically, if you think about it, she's supporting herself. Tori sounds like Tori since Japanese makes the L sounds like R, so her name is literally bird, which I think is cute because she's a harpy. She'll be harpy for help. Every day I get closer to getting a soundboard so that I can tomato people for bad puns. Them, you can't just kidnap one of them. Ellie, what are you talking about? Have you seen how short their legs are? You have to let them get away. Honestly, if there's one thing that I would change about this game is that would be the randomness of work results. I'd rather it be either static or a minigame, but it being RNG is not great. I think from my very, 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 very limited experience with RPGs, I think that it's kind of like a standard to have a lot of RNG elements, right? Headache is poison, but the more intelligent you are, the more it hurts. Okay, got it. Got it. Poison. I like poison. You know what? I like poison. Alex, did I say hello? Welcome. Intelligence is your best stat right now. And I guess if we have that, we could kind of like shift our focus towards that. But I'm sure in time, I'm also gonna get some really interesting physical attacks. Is Urupika a wolf? No, I think Urupika is like, if she's the one that showed up before, right? The green one, I think that's a druid or like a plant person. I once made a pun that you laughed at once, but that's not today. That is not today. The snake likes poisons more at 11. Yeah, who could have seen that coming, right? Shocker! Shocker! I like poison, says the woman who frequently asks if we would eat her cooking. But I don't poison my cooking, you silly Billy. I think you mean dryad, perhaps. I think she's like a plant person, which would be a dryad, right? I get a little bit confused. Dryad, drider. There's a couple of words that sound too similar for me to remember. Anyways, whoa! What's going on? That's the villager screaming. Is something happening outside? Oh, that's the first battle. Let's go.
What is this monster? Where the hell did it come from? A creepy looking monster. But I'll make it my arrow spray.
Are you guys ready for me to have one male voice? Are you ready? Are you ready for my bad, very no good male voice acting to return?
My arrow won't pierce it. What kind of toughness is this? Move aside. I'll just throw this thing. What the hell is this thing? It's small, but it won't budge at all. Whoa! Why are you the one getting thrown? But to throw such a massive thing, just who are you?
Oh,
So fast, I'm gonna get hit. Regular attacks don't work on these things. Don't provoke them. Who are you? I'm but a passing warrior of the dragon folk. More...
Gentiana! She didn't finish it. I'm finishing it for her. What's going on? What's going on? You're the dragon folk warrior. Magical pizza.
It's more Gentiana, and this is not the time for that. Look at that, divine dragon.
Pepper's expression has changed.
It may be small, but that eerie form is likely a monster related to the catastrophe.
I don't really get this catastrophe stuff, but it feels bad. It's giving me the chills.
If the divine dragon senses it instinctively, there is no doubt. It's coming! You there, give the divine dragon orders!
Why is it pushed from behind? It was interrupted while taking a wee on the water. I don't know. Why was that the first thing that came to mind? Archus the Archer. This game has my level of naming skill, which is why I assume, is one of the reasons I assume that you resonated with it. I'm uncomfortable with a Kanan on screen alongside someone named Not. And that's your mind. That's your mind being in the gutter. Damn, Shark McChatson. Hey, the shark has built, okay? The shark spends time in the gym. Magical pizza, Marmaduke. Okay, buff debuffs, details. Hover your mouse over the icon on the bottom left or top right corners of the screen to view buffs and debuffs affecting the divine dragon or enemies. Be sure to check any effects you're unfamiliar with. Where are they? Corner, corner, I don't see anything. Okay, next, bash. Small damage. If it's small damage, we're gonna take it. No problem. We're not gonna worry about it. This does small damage to one target, but this does medium damage and poison times 5. So we're gonna start with that right away. Boom. And yeah, that's fine. Okay. Now, headache. Target's intelligence times 0.5 or to 1.5 damage per turn. Wait, it's their intelligence? It works on their intelligence then. It doesn't work on my intelligence. That's kind of shitty. Because that means I cannot affect it with my stat builds. Reduces damage from debuff and breath. Good, okay. So now that we have done most of the damage, we're just gonna do a little bit with this and be done. That's not bad. Take this!
It's down. That monster was one thing, but what is that kid? Damn, that was close. There's more of them.
There is? Oh yeah, there is. 3 against 1 is unfair. But somehow I can feel a surge of energy welling up from inside me.
Your body has warmed up from the battle earlier, and now you're ready to use your breath. Breath is a secret technique, mastered only by the dragon folk through rigorous training. However, as a divine dragon, you should be able to use it instinctively. Hey, you! Check that the divine dragon's breath points have reached 100, and command her to use breath. We are outnumbered, but with breath, we can take them all out in one go.
So it's not battle points, it's breath points. Whatever. Okay, so they're all going to do... This one's gonna do shit all. These ones are going to do a little bit of tiny damage, but twice. Doesn't matter, I'm at max BP Dragon Breath. That's what the tutorial wants. That's what we're doing. Boom. Get lost! Amazing!
That was awesome. Girl, you're crazy strong.
Wow, you're big but weak! She can also deal emotional damage. That's my girl!
As expected, the divine dragon is a being of mystery. to possess such combat power at such a young age.
Was that monster a catastrophe?
Seems like it, but this is merely the beginning. Soon monsters like that will multiply on this land. And eventually they will bring ruin. That is why you, Divine Dragon, must become even stronger.
But I don't want to just eat rocks on some super high mountain.
Yes, I understand, but I cannot simply retreat, nor can I remain silent. For today I will leave, but we shall meet again next week.
Next week? Monsters like that invading the village? Perhaps beyond what I can perceive, something truly terrifying draws near. So, my pitch is you go, you eat the rocks, and then you get a tasty something as dessert. That's the deal that I would strike. Imagine losing the tutorial. Not even I'm that bad. Not even I'm that bad, man. It's not my fault that my favorite relaxation apps have a bunch of werewolf smut ads. I'll believe you that that's how you know about it and why you think about it at the first mention of not. Have to go do a thing. We'll catch the bot later. Good luck with the thing. I hope that you have a wonderful thing. I guess it's a reliable source of damage only on high intelligence enemies. I guess, but it's kind of shitty because if I cannot affect it with my stats, I'm kind of like at the mercy of whatever the game throws at me. We already told you how it works. It does damage based on the stats of the target. I don't think that it said based on the stats of the target before. Couldn't they have called him Gil or Finn? Sheesh. Imagine the player character standing with Pip-Boy grade of bulky forearm device. Oh, Pip-Boy is that thing from Fallout. I got the reference. Haha. As I believe the kids say, she just decomposed him. He's gonna have to no cortisol this pretty quick. What are you saying? What are you saying? It's like the meme, does your dog bite? No, but it can hurt you in some other ways. Can someone post the meme, but like with the Drapline dragon? So it's like you're spoiling her? How? How am I spoiling her? Aren't you? I seem to recall you having to restart Milanesa's tutorial like 4 times. Yeah, but that was a puzzle. This is different. This is a battle. Okay, so SoundCloud level 1 on self. Level increases per stack, gain, shield per turn. But oh, this is so complicated. This is so complicated. Physical attack. Cooldown 2 turns. Tiny damage times 3 to 1 target. Increased power on critical hits. I'm gonna take that one because it's the easiest one to understand. That's how we're gonna play this. I'm going to just take whatever's easier to understand. Pepper enjoyed it deliciously. Pepper's personality was inclined towards rule, so she ate a small part of the defeated enemy modestly. She raised her pinky while she was cannibalizing the body of her enemies after killing them. We may be eating the corpse of the enemy we just murdered, but we're gonna do it with our pinky up, and we're gonna be very modest and demure about it. Okay, this one has 2 stars. It would give me 4,000 HP, but it would cost literally twice as much as the other things. I think we're doing fine on money. So it's not a terrible idea to go for the rare thing. And right now, we don't have any attacks that depend on our own stats. So HP is not a bad choice. I'm gonna go for HP. And let's see what's on the map, but I think I'm inclined to just sleep for now. sleep. Take it easy this week to recover stamina. Recovery amount 60. So we would recover practically to 100%. I'm going to sleep for now. I'm gonna sleep, I think. Ellie, I know you are you, but please don't skip rewards. I don't plan to. If I do, it's because I didn't read and I press buttons without reading. Haha. Vanessa de Perro doesn't count. It was Leo's fault for assuming that I would be smarter than I was. For that? I think it's something to do with the Lux Maxine thing. You are speaking way too Gen Alpha for me. Did she just skip the 100% dodge buff? I couldn't understand it. It was difficult to understand. We are not wasteful in this house, so we eat and use every part of our enemies. No, she just ate a small part, modestly, ladylike. Inclined towards rule means she wants to be in charge, but inclined toward rules fits the restraint better. No, inclined towards rule, I think, is just she's rule-abiding. Ellie, you just picked a triple attack that uses strength, and we will improve strength later. It's okay. Elyssia, bad decision, Nikos. Yeah, my decisions are gonna be bad. How many bad decisions can I make in a single run the episode? And that's what you signed up for. You should have known. You should be aware that that's what's happening here. If you didn't expect that, I'm sorry, but that's on you. That is entirely on you if you didn't expect that.
Excuse me?
Morgantiana! Morgan Slapiana! Magical pizza! Morgan Slapiana!
It's Morgantiana. You're mispronouncing it on purpose, aren't you?
Morgie, you're back again.
Morgan... No, well, never mind. I've come to greet you today.
A greeting? You're finally going to drag me to the mountains?
No, don't be so wary of me. From today, I've moved into this village as well. That's what this greeting is about. I realized I couldn't just take an unwilling divine dragon deep into the mountains, so at the very least, having one dragon folk nearby is enough. I will provide the necessary knowledge and battle guidance to the divine dragon as needed.
Did you really have to move here for that?
No need to worry, the dragon folk are chosen warriors. It's only natural. Besides, more small calamity like the one before might appear again. Thus, considering this land where the divine dragon was born as the front line makes perfect sense.
Whoa, things are gonna get rough, huh? Registrations, town's meetings, and all that?
Well, yes.
How should I raise Pepper?
Let's see. We, the dragon folk, live by the principles of the dragon discipline, following the path set by our ancestor, the divine dragon. A dragon must be true to its nature. In other words, be a proud dragon. No, be a proud warrior, one who protects the world. That is the spirit we follow. If I were to act as the guardian, I would raise her strictly according to the dragon's discipline and train her as a proud warrior.
There is a slight amount of typoing, but that's fine. We can correct on the fly as we read.
Well, it's you who will act as their guardian. I'm not setting my expectations that high. Make sure she eats well, learns well, and is properly disciplined. Just as you would raise a human child. Raising her to be healthy and strong would be best. By doing so, the divine dragon will naturally develop both a resilient body and a strong, healthy heart. As for when and how the catastrophe will strike, that is something we will investigate. For now, your role is to simply be a good guardian.
I understand.
It might be a bit much for a mere mortal, but I'm counting on you. If we learn anything about the catastrophe, I will share it. Well then, as neighbors, let's get along.
Make sure to take out the trash on the designated days.
Yes.
Morgantiana now appears in the village. Cute, nice, neat, anyways. No, I'm not grabbing anything that would reduce one of my skills, unless it's one of the skills that I really don't care that much about, like, for example, agility. I know agility is kind of important, but I don't care about it as much as the other things. I'm gonna go for the intelligence. Gonna go for the intelligence right now. Egg? I'm not grabbing the one that lowers my vitality! I'm not doing that shit! Let's go to the random event because we haven't done one since the first one, and the first one was amazing, so... Pick strength skill, keeps raising intelligence. You think that's the only chance I'm gonna have of picking a skill? We are in the early game. This is not set in stone. Why Int Ellie picked a strength skill that scales with strength? For now? Guys, this is literally the first month. We haven't even moved to the first boss. This is not set in stone. What about your nature as treasure hoarding lizards with an arrogant streak a mile long? Is that my... No, you're saying about her. Huh? Calm the fuck down, people. She's gonna lose anyway. True. Calm down and just enjoy the ride of bad choices. Let me go outside. You want to go out? I don't like the way you said that. Nah, let's go out. I want to go out because I'm bored. Pepper seems to want to go out. True, it might be nice to show her a change of scenery once in a while. She's a child. She needs to healthily have... She needs to touch grass. She needs to touch grass and enjoy activities outside in the fresh air. Go far away. Breath changes randomly. Or eat somewhere nearby. No, I don't want it to change. Always act last to deal guaranteed massive damage to all targets. Do we roll the die? Do we roll the die? I am intrigued. Call me intrigued indeed. Fine. Roll the die. Yay! Okay, give me something good, I guess. We took a short trip to visit a big town. She savored the crowds and cityscape different from the village, and it seemed like a wonderful experience. Pepper's personality shifted towards rule. Yay! She increased agility and resistance. Give me something good. Guaranteed large damage to all targets, but it lowers my intelligence and resistance for 5 turns. Is that what I'm understanding? Change name and effect. Can I change the effect? Current effect sappy sappy. I'm gonna experiment. Flamey flamey freezy freezy zappy zappy whooshy whoosh poisey poise shiny shine darky dark. Freezy freezy. I don't know. Flamey flamey? Let's do... No, that one is gonna be agility. That one's gonna be agility. Let's do flamey flamey. Oh no, that's just the visual look of it. Well, for looks, I like this one. Shiny. Change name. Anti-magic beam. Since it reduces my intelligence and my resistance. Or does it reduce them? I don't understand that. I don't understand if it reduces their intelligence and their resistance, or if it reduces my intelligence and my resistance. Again, here for Ellie and her questionable decisions. If I wanted a proper playthrough, I would look at a walkthrough. Chaos is the best way, true. This is an attempt to translate JP baby talk. I'll have to believe you, because that sounds very reasonable when I think about, like, anime sounds. You can cuss yourself when you use it. Oh my god, you're so right. Concussion beam. Concussion beam. Call it Ellie beam. It lowers intelligence. Nah, I like concussion. I like concussion beam, but yours is good too. That's a sphere, Ellie. How is that a beam? This is not a sphere. I'm sorry that you don't understand it, but if you don't understand it, I can't explain the visual effect. All right. Morgan Tiana regularly investigates upcoming bosses and shares their tendencies. You can review her research anytime from the calendar screen. I brought some interesting information today. It seems that traces of electricity have recently been detected in the air around here. There may be a being that governs lightning approaching this land. They might use powerful magic attacks. Watch out for their swift movements. They could dodge your attacks with ease. So we need resistance. What she's saying is prepare resistance, basically. Concussion beam sounds more like you just smacked them really hard with a bat and they got into a coma. True. It's about time for Pepper to wake up. I'm hungry! Morgantiana said to raise this child like a human child. In that case, it might be good to teach some basic manners like morning greetings. Pepper, when you wake up in the morning, you should say, good morning. She should say, good morning. Con lamia, but she's not a lamia. She's not a lamia. I'm gonna keep it as this. Shall I teach her the morning greeting? Good morning. Yes. Yes. Got it. Well then, good morning. Let's continue teaching words like this from time to time. Got it. I will think of more. Okay, so we need more resistance, but none of these is giving me this resistance. So I'm gonna grab the rarity, the higher rarity one. But I don't care that much about agility or HP. Restores 30 stamina. I'm not missing 30 stamina, but I could just not need to rest later on. I like that. Okay, I need to stop going for all of the expensive things though, because I'm gonna run out of money. Battle or Mortiana? More likely to get ingredient discounts. I'm gonna use this because my money is going to be a problem later on. I'm gonna do this.
Let me introduce myself again. I'm Morgentiana, warrior of the Dragonfall. I thought the dragon folk, the chosen warrior, would never labor in a mortal village, but I was mistaken. In this village, I'll work as a bodyguard and run a sword training dojo.
A new life, huh?
Yes, though you may not need swordsmanship, Divine Dragon, I'll teach you the Dragonfolk's way of fighting and the proper mindset for battle. Please consider training as a part of your duty as a guardian of the stars.
Help with work very hard! Reward amount 1.5, stamina consumption plus 10. You did great, girl! Seems happy, personality shifted towards rule, affection with Morgantiana increase. When purchasing ingredients, they are more likely to be discounted, and reward amounts slightly increased. Love that, love that, love that. Now, passive. Effective just by having it. Medium chance for skill-based strength to activate twice. That's nice. Especially because I do have the strength battle skills, the claw, so that would be nice. Thin Ice nullifies the next debuff received. That could also be nice. And shield equals to 10% of max HP, absorbs damage equal to that. They all are equally nice to me right now. So I think I'm gonna grab this one. Just because right now I only have one attack skill that is like reliable. The magic one is also reliable, but I don't like that it's based on the attacks on the enemy's stats.
By the way, that small calamity that appeared in the village the other day, if you see it again, I recommend you try fighting it. Defeating it will help maintain security, and you can also expect rewards from the village. More importantly, it will provide real battle experience for the Divine Dragon. The gaps in abilities and skills can only be identified through actual combat.
So actual combat is important too.
Exactly. Of course, if you have other priorities, you can handle them first. If it's just them, I can handle it myself. I won't let the village suffer any damage, so don't worry.
Morgie, why are you eating at my house?
I cannot leave the Divine Dragon entirely in your hands. I must also check in on the Divine Dragon regularly.
Ah, is that how it is?
Yes, that's how it is. But this is delicious. Do you always eat things like this outside the mountains? I'll have another serving.
Morgie, you sure eat a lot.
Don't make me sound like I'm a glutton.
Listen, no judgment, just pay me. Because I need to support this dragon here. That's a lot of money going into food every week, and you're eating a lot of food, so you could pay me. You could pay me. Okay, HP and agility or HP and agility. Got it. I guess I'm gonna go with strength. But I do like increasing more than one stat. No, I'm gonna go with strength. It's so low. It needs so much help. I'm gonna go with the strength. Save money for best girl. Who is best girl? Oh, you mean the dog? I have 30,000 Gs. We're fine for now. I don't know. I have never been to the shop. Maybe we're not fine. Restoring 30 stamina when you're only missing 15. Yeah, very much suboptimal, but it's still like, it increases how much I can act before I need to do stamina. You literally did strength because it reduces my HP, and now you say I don't care for HP? I didn't do that. I don't know how you misunderstood me, but I didn't do that. I would never say such a thing. You misunderstood what I said. Why would training improve financials rather than stats? You're supposed to be a sensei, not an accountant. Because I worked in the dojo? Question mark, question mark, question mark. You have 2 intelligence attacks and 1 strength attack. You're forgetting about your starting magic skill. Because my starting magic skill is so bad. So bad. Can't focus, I'll do it tomorrow. For now, I'll just watch and play Pocopia. Hey, that's valid too. Listen, that's valid. She's actually Dragon Wife. Kind of. But she needs to pay me for that food, bruh. She needs to pay me for that food. 1534 HP is a big jump. It is. Should I? But my strength! My strength! What if it's bad because you're not focusing intelligence? I think eventually I'll replace it anyways. Because you have a maximum amount of skills you can have, I'm pretty sure. If I remember correctly. The dinner scene was when many streamers were like, wait, Morgantiana was a girl? Oh, did people not know that? I've played the demo before, so I've seen that scene before. So I knew that she was a girl. And I actually assumed that she was a girl from the get-go. The name Morgantiana sounds very much like Morgana, which is a female name. And it's just, to me, it was like, I never considered that to be a guy. Okay. I made my choice. I made my choice. Machika Pizza really doesn't look very traditionally feminine. And that's, I think, thinking that every female character needs to look traditionally feminine is how people fall for things like thinking Morgantiana could be a male name. Morgantiana is such a Morgana thing for me. Morgana, Morgan, you know, like those names are female names. To me, there was never a chance she was a guy. Dragon Warrior has breakfast once. Ellie, pay up, you damn freeloader. I'm not gonna tell my child to pay up because she already does. She already does. but the adult can pay me. Oh, I should go with the... I should go for the shop. But I was told to use this, and I should build up my... Okay, let's go to the shop. Good day, welcome... Good day. Good day, welcome to the Wolf... Good day, welcome to the Wonderful Shop Trading Company. I am a traveling merchant. My name is Multi. The Wonderful Woof... It's so hard to say that word! The Wonderful Trading Company is a group of traveling merchants who offer rare items at great prices. We can also cater to special needs such as Divine Dragon training. Please take your time and have a look. Are you finished with your shopping? No, there was nothing... Not yet. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. I can afford everything. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Now, after small or lower damage, physical attacks deal small physical follow-up damage. I think based on the thing that I have right now, this is a good item to have. I don't know that I'm gonna keep it forever, that attack. And I don't know how much I want to invest in things that are, you know, synergistic with that. Just because I don't know that I'm gonna want to keep it. But I think the attack that I have is lower damage and small and physical. So I think that would be good for the thing. Now, what about this one, which is the most expensive item? Heal a tiny HP every 5 turns. Oh, I definitely want that one. We're gonna buy that one. And do I want this? Or do I not want to invest in a skill that I don't know if I'm gonna keep? But right now I have it, and right now it's good. When an attack misses, reduce cooldown of all skills currently on cooldown by 1. That's not bad at all. Heal 40 stamina. Heal 50% HP. Heal 3000. These are active items. I don't think I care about active items right now because I don't want to run out of money. But artifacts, which are passive, I think I do want to consider heavily. And this one does go with the skill I have, so fuck it. Weeball! Okay. That's it. Should I buy anything else? Should I buy any of the active ones? Or the pinwheel? But look at that money! I need to be able to afford food. Need to be able to afford food. Ellie doing her signature build, which is face tanking. It is my signature! Wolf in Japanese is 1, you see? So it would be wonderful. Yeah, and that makes more sense. You okay, Ellie? No. Is this what happened to Leo after Ellie drew Fanboy Leo last year? I mean, Fanboy, sorry, not Fanboy. Fanboy Leo was a Infinity Nikki character animal thing. Every 10,000 you spend gives you 1 reroll. Have fun. Did I spend 10,000? I did spend 10,000. Wait. Cancel. It seems your total purchases have exceeded 10,000. Thank you as always. Please accept this small token of gratitude. Ooh. Do I need to use it today or can it be some other day? I'm gonna save it for some other day because I just don't have the money. So, dragon fruit maybe. The maybe seems like it's hesitant. Okay. I'm not gonna do it now. Throwing knife and survival kit early streamers luck. Ooh, those are really good, huh? Pretty Death, maybe. Welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Welcome back. Throwing knife is so OP if you go for strength. I guess we might want to start really focusing on strength. Streamer luck, Ellie roll, gotcha. Next time, next time. I don't have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money by now, so Oh, by the way, this may not concern you, but at our store, we do not accept loan payments from Happy Cat Sith loans. Money tainted by those shady cat lenders is simply not suitable for our business. Well then, please favor us again when we next visit the village. Woof! My apologies. Please favor us again, my dear. Now then, farewell. Thank you for the super. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The gacha will come later. The gacha will come. I promise. Later. Survival Kit is one of the best early artifacts in the game. Good that I grabbed it then. Next boss level, E plus, D minus, which is so much better than everything that I have. So, let's try and improve a little bit. You're saying that I should grab this? You wanted me to grab this last time. I didn't want to, but you wanted me to grab this. But it's gonna reduce my vitality. I don't want to reduce my vitality. Fine. I'll grab the egg. What makes a log melancholic? I don't know. I don't know. If Love ever presents himself as this, I will disown him and put him up for adoption in Ellie's stead. Well, I will adopt him again. You might not accept him, but I would accept him. Glass cannon? I don't want to be at glass cannon. You just said it again and before you deny it? Bro, I'm not saying that I would reduce vitality. The item would reduce vitality. I'm just reading what the fucking game says. Either you're not understanding me or I'm not understanding you, but this is like really weird what's going on. I guess I'll grab the monster egg. For more strength. But I'm gonna be mad about it the entire time. I'm gonna be mad about it the entire time. Okay, so... I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. I'll put myself up for adoption. I can deal with talking animals. I draw the line at furries. I will forcefully adopt you again. Accept the furries. Okay. Let's do Martha. Let's do Martha.
So you're Pepper, I'm Martha the Ogress. Being a blacksmith and all, I'm hammering away at the hot iron with a rhythmic clang. Probably if Pepper uses full strength, I feel like you'd smash the iron to bits, so be careful with your power.
I'll do my best. I love iron, but I won't eat it today.
Iron's food too. These aren't cheap, so no sneaking tastes, please.
Help very hard. Reward amount 1.5. Stamina consumption plus 10. I'm always getting 1.5. I don't know if that's great. If I'm getting too lucky. I don't know. I'm gonna praise her again because she worked very hard. I do want ways to reduce her balance towards rule. I want to keep her balanced. I don't want her to be so rule-abiding. I want her to have a little bit of wild in her, but I don't want that to be like, oh, I'm gonna eat someone's pet, you know? Like, I don't want it to be that. I want it to be like, if she had asked me to eat metal, I would have said yes. Because it's like, no one's getting hurt. Economically, maybe, but no one's getting harmed. There's gonna be someone that wants a pastry that always speaks nonsense and lies because he thinks it's funny. Me! Me! You're welcome to my house! Blacksmith with those tiny arms? I can't even see the arms. Maybe they're really toned. You don't know. Okay. 9,000, not terrible. Ice Veil on self, 5% of max HP, damage per turn, immune to other debuffs. BP plus 30, magical resistance plus 10. I think I'm gonna grab this one, cause the next boss requires magical resistance. And because I don't understand this one. I don't fully understand it, so. Hey, Morgana!
For example, imagine there's a pile of high-quality ores with no known order. Would you let the Divine Dragon eat it?
Yeah, it's free. Let them eat it freely for a power-up. If it belongs to someone, don't eat it. Let them eat it freely for a power-up.
The same decision as me. Listen, the true essence of the Divine Dragon is that the more they eat, the stronger they become. If you consider that it contributes to saving the world, some inconvenience to others is acceptable.
That's what I'm thinking.
I believe prioritizing the Divine Dragon's eating is justifiable.
That helps a lot.
The Divine Dragon is a special being. She ought to come before all else.
I agree.
However, being too indiscriminate would make it impossible to live in human society. If she follows her instincts too much, she might end up as a beast, driven only by hunger. In the end, balance is key.
That's quite a mature way to sum it up.
Yes.
Morgie, you should eat a balanced diet too.
Don't make it sound like I only eat what I like.
Anyways, that's what I believe too. Intelligence and resistance. And it's cheap. Then again, quasi-legal grade 3? What do you mean quasi-legal? Let's do that one. Pay HP and it removes a debuff. That's how I read it. I didn't understand it. It said physical, not magical, but it had the ball. Didn't it have the ball? Didn't pay attention, too much attention in the last hour. What species is the pink girl? Oni? Yes. Unless you mean me, in which case, lamia. Hey, look, it's Sans. Meat? Ooh. We do need better meat, though. We do need better meat, so we're gonna go with the archer.
I'm Archus, the werewolf. As you can see, I'm a hunter. To hunt in the mountains, you need more strength, you need knowledge and common sense too. If you're going to work under me, I'll need you to learn these things properly.
Okay, how much can I spend on snacks?
This isn't a picnic. We're not bringing snacks.
Due to her rule personality, she quietly helped with the work and seems to have an inspiration. Ooh! Passive? Critical rate plus 10. Ice Veil on self. Let's see if I understand it now that you explain it in different ways. 5% on max HP damage per turn. Immune to other debuffs. So it inflicts 5% of damage on myself? Because it's Ice Veil on self? But it makes it immune to anything else. But I don't like it. Substitution, dodge the next attack, max HP, lowers for 5 turns on self. So this is the one that you got mad at me for skipping last time. I think I should grab it because you thought I should grab it, but, well, critical rate, there might be better chances, right? Let's grab this one because you got mad at me for not grabbing it before. Affection increase when purchasing ingredients. Better rarity chance. Blah, 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 blah. That's the 100% dodge, but now you have a 2-star skill. Well, too late. I already grabbed it. Small damage to all targets. Medium damage to one target. Power based on user's intelligence. Reactive magic activation rate plus 15%. Counter with medium magical damage when hit by magical attacks. So this is a passive where if someone attacks me with magical attacks, I deal damage automatically to them, which is good for the boss we're about to fight. And it's a passive. So, not automatically. It's a passive though. If it's a passive, you have a 15% chance to attack. Ah, activation rate is the chance to attack. It's a passive that may trigger. This is a physical attack. And it's based on my intelligence. User's intelligence. But I don't like getting low-level skills, because I'm gonna want to replace them later. Let's grab the passive. I'm gonna stack passives. Oh, hey, a shop! Do I have any money? Excuse me. Good morning! What's going on?
Perfect timing, Divine Dragon. Please listen as well. As I mentioned in the research, signs of catastrophe have started to appear in this area. Recently, the effects have grown particularly strong.
Why?
The arrival of a being that governs lightning may be drawing near. Just in case, prepare the Divine Dragon for battle.
A being that governs lightning. Let's prepare for the battle that may come soon. I'm not grabbing that one because I'm gonna need it right now. I'm grabbing this one. No, sorry. No, I'm grabbing this one. I don't care what you say in the chat. I don't care. I'm grabbing that one. Should I sleep? Stamina's low. I don't really have much money for shopping. I need money for food. And I got 2 artifacts last time. I'm gonna sleep. I'm not gonna just wait until you guys tell me what to do. If I lose, I lose. And you guys have to understand that this is how bad I am at playing, playing this kind of games. It's so hot today. On a day like this, staying home and relaxing sounds best. I can't get motivated. This week's temperature is rising, and it seems the heat wave will continue for a while. Oh no, wait, that's me! Since stamina cost doubles, taking it easy at home might not be a bad idea, just as Pepper suggested. But if I act as usual, I might earn extra rewards. Fuck! I can't rest! I just rested! Question. Was there any indication that there was going to be a heat wave and I didn't read it? Or is it completely random? Like, could I have seen that coming? Or did I just get unlucky? How does a water-like bone work? I don't know. Maybe it's an amphibian work. Hey, Sheriff Pumpkin, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Oh, it's up now. Welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. If it's based on Ellie's intelligence, we're doomed. What are like bones? Trending log? Don't question it. Don't question it. Leo 2, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. You don't need to rest now. What it says is be careful with 2 stamina costs and you may need to rest more than usual. Yeah, unfortunately, I rested now. You have 2 amazing artifacts you will not lose easily. Also, yes, you can check the calendar. Is it also gonna tell me the weather? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna grab the resistance, obviously. I would like to press on these. If I could, I would like to see my skills. Okay, nothing on reserve. Oh, look, she's polite. +1 turn duration for beneficial buffs and debuffs on self. Medium chance for skill based on strength to activate twice. Okay. Alright. Check. Artifacts. Items. Okay. Alright. Calendar. It doesn't say that there's going to be a heat wave or a weather event. Does it? I don't think it warned me. If there's an event to spend time with Pepper, do it? Okay. Alright. Girl, you understand like 30% of this game? I know! I know! It's a game that requires reading. Oh. It literally has a sun on it? Ah! So you need to look at the look of it. Okay! Thank you! I didn't even notice the sun. Haha. I didn't even notice it. Seafood, which is intelligence, and water. I think it might be better to battle. I think it might be better to battle. Because I'm not really getting a lot of seafood or water stuff. Could become Vade better. Took me a while to notice it too. I'm glad that I wasn't the only one. Medium damage and lowers my strength. So let's use strength right away. Before it gets lowered. And the throwing knife activated. Nice. Okay, now that my strength is lowered, let's use the ice crack and give her some poison. And she's dead. Yay! Tiara says, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so we got extra money. I'm assuming because of the heat wave. Skill inspiration. By collecting a certain number of skills with the same attributes such as horns or claws, synergy will activate, granting a special passive skill. However, non-elemental skills do not trigger synergy. So you need to stack the special things. Synergy chance. Tiny damage to one target and headage 5. Isn't this the exact same thing I already have? No, because the other one's called ice something. It's not the best. Tiny damage and headage 5. I already have tiny. I already have headache 5 with a better damage. Critical power 25%. Ooh, heal 2 HP per 2% HP per turn. I'm grabbing that one. No, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. I'm grabbing that one. Throwing knife triggers when you do tiny damage. And something else. It said synergy chance. What if it turned headache into migraine? Oh, I should have tried. You're right. I should have tried. Dear customer. Dear customer, do you know about the wonderful voucher, meow? It's a slip of paper you get by shopping a lot at the snobbish luxury shop called Wonderful Trading Company. This wonderful voucher isn't sold on the market, but there's demand for trading it behind the scenes. Just between us, we handle them here. Only here, meow. The price changes with time. Care to take a look? Or would you like to sell us the wonderful voucher you already have, meow? Alright, so you're offering me to buy vouchers or to sell it for 2,000 gold. No, wait, to sell it for almost 3,000 or to buy it for 2,000. Demand's rising recently, so the selling price is higher, but we'll also buy at a higher price, meow. Should I? Calico doesn't deserve a cute voice. I'm trying to give her a bit of a scammery voice. They sell for 3,000, so you buy for 3,000. Oh, this is them selling. Okay. I don't think I should buy it for 2,000. I don't think I should buy it. Oh, so you got it right. She's a scammer. Oh yeah, I remember. I did loans in the demo, and it was not great. It was not awesome. Red meaning subtract and green meaning add. Yeah, but it doesn't, like, to me, it doesn't clarify if selling is that I'm selling or that they are selling. So you can understand it better. Yeah, I don't. I'm going to not sell it. That's the business again sometime, yeah. For now, let's keep today's meeting a secret. Oh god, they're coming! Elyssia! I'm good at fighting, but putting that aside, when facing a strong opponent, I want to fight with a full spirit. Is there a phrase for that? A phrase to fire her up when facing a strong foe. If she loses, the world might end as is. I have to teach her something special. I'm sure that this is so that people in Japanese can write gammate, but I don't speak Japanese. So I'm going to say, you can do it! I believe in you! Kamehameha! Psychic Flora, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Couldn't they have put the price on the text box options themselves? That way, you know, it's like buy 3 for 3,000 each or something like that. Yeah, I think that would be way more clear. You can do it! It's gonna have to do. You can do it doesn't really fit? Why? Think of it as a battle cry. Okay. Then it's going to be, I can do it. Let's freaking go! Yeah. Let's freaking go! They kind of flop the UI. It's clear that this is like translated from a different language and not necessarily flawlessly, but it's good. I suppose you couldn't fit. Yes, I can do it. I can win. No, I don't think so. Something she will say to lift her spirit. I didn't understand. By the way, kick your ass is the one I always use. Understandable. I'm gonna use this freaking go. I taught her that when facing a strong opponent, saying let's freaking go will get her pumped. It gets me pumped. Let's freaking go! Yeah, that definitely feels pumping. I like this. That could work. Now, no matter who the foe is, we'll be fine. It definitely pumps me up. Yeah, baby. Beautiful game meat. Beautiful. Okay. How are we on money? We're fine. It looks like I received that letter. Let's see. To Elyssia, due to pepper-consuming house, in 6 months, 2 weeks, the following compensation amount is being billed. 11,000. Oh no, it looks like I'm being charged for letting Pepper eat that. Eat my own house? Excuse... It's my house! I'm the one living in it! What do you mean? It's my... Who's billing me for my own house? What? Welcome to the... That makes no sense! Landlord? I guess you're renting. Oh. Oh. Maybe I am renting. Oh no. Oh Oh no! I won't snatch defeat from the jaws of victory! Can she say that being my child though? She allowed? Darn homeowners association won't let me eat my own house. Oof. Maybe you didn't pay your mortgage and the bank is angry. I guess. Let's hope looking after Pepper doesn't violate a no pets clause. She's not a pet. She's my darling daughter who sometimes eats your walls. So that happens, right? Everyone has some quirk. My daughter's quirk is that she sometimes eats a wall. Bad translation, it's supposed to be second week of 6 months. I understand. What should I do? Pay. Do I need to pay now? Oh, God! Oh, God. Pay the fake invoice! I just got an achievement. It's called Soccer. And it said the achievement is for paying a fake invoice. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. Bitches! Was it the cats? Was it the goddamn cats? I knew that it was weird that it was my own house that I was getting charged for. That made no sense. Okay. Stop laughing at me! Ellie got the lame loser achievement. Stop laughing at me! Stop calling me lame! This is one that stops me from getting 100% achievements in this game. How did you know? One of two, both requiring being bad. Well, I guess I'll get them all then. I guess I will get all the achievements. Did Steam tell the truth? Yes, I got an achievement. We beat Mabusa and send the Divine Dragon after them. Oh, if I discover who that was, I'm gonna have Pepper eat their house, their bed, their pillows, their windows, their eating table, their kitchen utensils. I'm gonna have Pepper eat their garden. Get Nigerian prince? I got Nigerian prince. Oh no! Oh, I feel so bad. I feel so lame. Steam notification, your friend Elyssia Nico's got the sucker achievement. I did! Alright, I'm buying this game. Is that what did it? Getting scammed by cat girls? It is the 3rd week of June. You were charged for letting her eat a house on the 2nd week of June. But I didn't let her eat a house. I didn't understand that. Sans? But I was told to spend time with Pepper, so... It was such an obvious fake. Well, it wasn't obvious to me. It wasn't obvious to me. Next time you see Calico, she will have a smug smile. Of course it was her. Of course it was her. Never been so mad but proud of a game to trick the player like that. I actually really enjoy games that scam you a little bit. I do. This is fun. That's what happens when you don't study the law so the state doesn't exploit you. But it's not the state, it's a cat girl. That was so goddamn funny. Yeah, it was. It really was. It was obvious to you and then you fell for it anyways. What? I guess it was obvious in the sense that it was my own house, but then you guys were like, oh, maybe you're renting, maybe you're a tenant. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm renting. But I didn't let her leave the house 2 minutes ago. It wasn't obvious to me. The invoice is fake. Yeah, but what I understood was that I was going to be automatically charged in 6 months and 2 weeks. That's what I understood. Not that it was like it happened, the offense happened in the second in the second week of month 6. What I understood was 6 months from now, this is gonna come bite you in the ass if you don't pay it off right now. Do you think I could get Ellie to pay for my $10 subscription to the channel? There isn't even a $10 subscription. I was thinking, is the fence necessary? Wouldn't it be better to dodge before the attack lands? Pepper seems to be thinking about the fence. How should I respond? Better to dodge. The fence changes to 50% chance of evasion. But a chance? I'm not good with RNG. Defense is important. We'll raise both of the defenses. I'm gonna take that one. Then it's fine as it is. Okay, I'll take that. I don't think people agree, but I don't care.
Speaking of which, I hear a new scam is going around.
No. 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 Morgiana, don't tell me. Morgiana, don't tell me about the charging you for a house that Pepper ate. Please, because that means that I'm the only sucker who didn't know. Okay.
Apparently, they send fake bills out of the blue to swindle compensation. If you get a bill out of nowhere or a document that seems fake, don't engage, just ignore it.
Thanks, Margie. Thanks. That advice is going to be so useful to me. It's going to be so useful. And totally wouldn't have been useful to me a freaking week ago! It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Weapon shop. Okay, can I eat this? Yeah. It would give us 300 of very important items, and I know I'm gonna have to pay for it, but I also want to be a little bit wilder, and no one is getting physically harmed. Like, their lives aren't getting harmed, their economy is, and I'm sure I'm gonna have to pay for it, but at this point I'm gonna have to take a fucking loan from the cat girl, so whatever. Shifted towards wild. Yay. We got a bit of balance back, and no one got hurt. Let's go. Why are some of the mons an island? Are we going on a trip? Are we going on a holiday? Elyssia, wake up! It's urgent! Wake up. Good morning, Pepper! Let's just ignore the ominous red in the air and just act like nothing's happening. Good morning, Pepper! This is no time to be saying that! No. Greetings are important. Oh, I see. I guess you're right. Good morning. Wait, no, this really isn't the time for that. Outside, something terrible is happening. The sky is red. I can feel the world's doom close. Perhaps some terrifying being has appeared. Let's go. Must be the divine dragon's time to act. Set skills. I have all of the skills I need. Check skills. Okay. Check items. I have nothing. Good. Okay. Go outside. Ugh. Big sis, you're so slow. I can still go even faster, see? This is kind of boring. I guess it's not the same unless it's against the divine dragon.
You took my breath attack and still have the composure, just like Insurus. Could it be Star's blessing?
Maybe so.
Impossible. That shouldn't be possible. The Star Blessing should be a unique trait given only to the Divine Dragon. There being two who possess it. And for someone of the Calamity side to have it, it's impossible.
You keep saying that word. I don't think you know what it means. Who cares about that? Let's play more instead. Hey! Don't bully Morgie! Oh, Divine Dragon! Wow! Oh, you blocked it. Your eyesight and reflexes really are different. Just who are you? I'm Thunder, the Calamity Dragon. Today, I'll end the world in Mama's place in an instant.
A type of catastrophe, but this one is on a whole different level from the weaklings before. Divine Dragon, be careful.
It's fine. I'll take care of it properly. As suspected of the Divine Dragon, you're all fired up. But I'm fast, you know. Can a Divine Dragon raised in such a soft environment keep up? Well, just watch. I'm pretty strong too. Oh, you're full of confidence. Then I don't have to hold back at all, right? From the very start, I'll go all out. I'll overwhelm you with my speed over and over and completely outmaneuver you. Don't cry when you lose. All right, let's go. Let's freaking go! I didn't know she was gonna say let's go before saying my thing.
Listen up, that dragon possesses the same trait as the Divine Dragon, Star's Blessing. Star's Blessing passively reduces the effect of poison, breath attack, and certain skills. Be careful if you plan to incorporate those into your strategy.
Well, I do have poison, so that's bad for me. Not great. Okay, Ellie, you let Lena eat important item. You owe me $500. Well, I'm not gonna fall for any more scams. I have been warned. You could have told us sooner, Morgan. Yeah. I love the timing. The timing was insane. Magical pizza was late, so the order is free. For the cat girl. Not for me. 64 minutes left. Yeah, I wanted to get to the boss fight, and then after the boss fight, we're stopping. After the boss fight is a great place to stop, in my opinion. That was the game's way of saying, whoa, you actually fell for that. And I did. She didn't even make the greetings called lamia. Well, because we're not a lamia in this game. She's adorable. Who, the enemy? Remember to use Shadow Clone if the enemy debuffs you. Like before they debuff me or after they debuff me? What do you mean? Not gonna lie, Magical Pizza, you struggle against random shadows. Obviously, you don't squat against the Calamity. Damn, what a burn. Internet Mouse, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Candid, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Did Rexy design her clothes? I could see that. I definitely could see that. She has more than double your health. That's fine. Don't worry. We're gonna do it. We're gonna beat it. It's fine. The boss will be immune or ignore most of poison status and damages and status because fuck you! Before so that you dodge the debuff. Okay. Got it. Okay. So, we are going to start with this one before she ups her evasion. And because the other one does poison, and poison is much less effective. Alright. So now she's going to do large damage. I'm definitely going to want to defend from that. Or dodge it entirely. You're saying dodge before a buff? Or a debuff rather? So should I defend instead of... Because this is large damage. And recoil. Guaranteed medium damage to all targets. Wait. I don't understand this recoil here. Is it saying that I will have a guaranteed recoil? Or... Oh, means that she will hurt herself too. Oh. Okay. Wait, she has the same breath as I do, right? She has Medium damage to all targets, but she has the concussion beam. Oh no, that's my concussion beam. Okay. Okay. Got it. I think I'm going to defend to save the other dodge for a better moment. Her accuracy is going to go down. I don't really have any more attacks than this and that. So while I wait for the cooldown, I guess I'm gonna go for this one. Oh, my accuracy is going down. Shit. Okay. That's okay. Small damage, don't give up. However, I can hit you with this again. We're gonna do that. No! No! All of that was missed! Damn it. Okay. She's gonna do small damage. I don't think we care about small damage. Now, I'm noticing as I play right now, I don't... Oh my god! How low is my accuracy right now? 30%? Oh god. Oh god. Let's avoid this one. Let's avoid this one. I don't wanna... I didn't avoid it! Why didn't I avoid it? Huh? I don't have any items. Why didn't I avoid it? Why didn't I avoid it? I guess I'll avoid that one, which is also bad. I guess at least I avoid this one. Okay. Good. Next, she will do shit squad because she doesn't have stamina. Where is my stamina? I don't see a stamina bar. So I don't have a stamina bar? She does? I don't? Why did everything drop? Why did she drop everything? Could it be that I'm in trouble? Okay. She needs to go down now. Even with a tiny spark, right? Yay! Win! What?
The crimson sky has vanished. Has the world's doom been pushed back?
We won! As suspected as the divine dragon. Nah, good work, Pepper. Good work. I did my best. Praise me, praise me. I lost.
You called yourself a calamity dragon, right? Who are you? And this mama you mentioned, is that someone who rules above you? What are you all plotting?
I'm not telling you. Sure, maybe you want to date, but fate is already decided. This world, that divine dragon, and even you, big sis, all of you, sooner or later, will die, question mark? Oh! She gone. She gone. She disappeared.
Is she dead, or did she escape? Either way, the immediate danger seems to have passed. Good work, Divine Dragon, and you as well.
Defeated the calamity dragon of lightning thunder and averted the world's doom. Let's go! Ooh, money. I needed the money. I really needed the money. Oh! That's a whole lot of gold. Snow Cloud, level 1. Level +1, 5 on self every 4 turn. Wait, okay. Level increases per stack. Gain shield per turn based on level and resistance. It lasts for 5 turns, but it does it every 4 turns? I'm confused. Can someone explain this one to me? Because I don't get it. Passive. After physical attacking, deals intelligence times 0.5 follow-up damage. I love that because I do intend to grow my intelligence and my physical. Those are two that I really, really want to grow. So I think this one is very good. Magical attack with 6 turns of cooldown. Always act last to deal massive damage to one target. Each evade reduces cooldown. My evade is not great, and my agility is not something that I plan to build. So I think it's definitely between this one and this one. This one I'm inclined to because I understand it. This one, I don't understand it. It sounds really good, but I don't know. If you win this battle, it will be because you dodged her hyper by mistake. We stay winning by not knowing how to read, boy. Not knowing how to read equals victory. That's the lesson we're taking out of this stream. Let's fucking go. Now, Ellie, I know what you're thinking, but you can't kidnap another one. No, I wouldn't want to kidnap that one because that one is trying to destroy the world. And you see, that's not a child that I think I can manage. Ellie's voice acting is just top notch. You think so? I think I'm very rusty. Who cares, Pepper? Bon appetit! We didn't get to eat her, sadly. You need the money for bills. Right. Yeah. Right. The fangs seem really good and uses intelligence too as it likes it. Yeah, I'm really like attracted to the fangs. I would like to understand this one at least. Can't just explain it to you because I don't even know. Yep, I don't understand it either. So every 4 turns you get a stack for 5 turns. Every 4 turns, this automatically gives me a stack for 5 turns. So it will keep growing, question mark? No. It will always stay at 2 then. It gives you a layer of shield based on your resistance and amount of stacks. So if every 4 turns, it gives me a stack for 5. So I'm gonna play it in my head. It gives me 1 for 5 turns. In 4, I get a second stack. And that one lasts me for 5 turns. But the first one goes away in the next turn because it's been 5. And then... then it would be 1, 2, 3. I get another stack. And so basically, if the battle lasts long enough, but like really long, it's going to be much more worth it than this one. But if the battles are done rather fast, I'm not even gonna get to having more than 2 or 3 stacks. So I think I'm gonna go for this one because I understand it and because right now the battles aren't lasting that long. Give me strength, give me strength. Hell yeah, baby! Hell yeah! Woo! Alright. We are going to stop here. We are not going to continue after that. Oh, okay, let's do this scene and then we stop.
Excuse me.
Ah, Mark is here!
Once again, well done last week, Divine Dragon. If it weren't for your efforts, this world might have ended last week. I'm proud as Dragonfolk of that power of yours.
Well, no need for formalities. Who exactly was that dragon child?
Honestly, I don't know. It calls itself a Calamity Dragon, a mysterious dragon tribe. It has a boss-like figure called Mama above it. And yet, each of those Calamity Dragons possesses power comparable to yours, Divine Dragon. If left unchecked, they might bring the end of this world. That's all we know for now.
know yet.
I apologize. However, they will likely appear again before long. Divine Dragon, I ask that you continue to gain strength to oppose them. And you, continue taking care of the Divine Dragon.
Of course, that was the plan. You should help too.
Who are you calling Morgie? Don't worry, you're doing a fine job.
Oh well, I am the Divine Dragon after all.
Yes, we will continue to rely on the power of the Guardian of the Stars. Oh, by the way, it seems the villagers are planning a Divine Dragon Festival this weekend.
Cute! What's that?
I don't know the details, but it might be good to relax at the festival for a change. Well then.
Divine Dragon Festival? What's going to happen? What would you like to buy? I'd like to buy intelligence and resistance. Wait. Am I too weak in health? I do need to be a little bit tankier, so we're gonna do that one. It looks like you received that letter. Let's see. Oh no! Is this one true or not? Is this one true? Or will I get scammed again? It's the same logo, but I did let her consume a weapon shop. You're voting scam? You think it's a scam? Crooked Gamer, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. No, your evade is not great, says the woman who won a decisive battle just because she dodged the enemy's hyper attack at the last moment. Yeah, but that was with a skill, not with my stat. Why now? One more day? No, we beat a boss. That's like the perfect moment to stop. I think the damage is better because damage in general is going to help you take less damage anyways. Sure, the shield is nice, but if you defeat the enemy, there's no more damage. Yeah, the other one requires very long battles to work well. That Mommy voice was insane. Yeah, Mommy voice is one of the voices that I can do really well, thankfully. Time to pay up those medicals, Ellie. Trick question, all bills are scam. It's just a question of how. What if I just don't pay it? It's your job to remember what you did let her eat and when. I don't remember if you did that or not. I did. I did let her eat at weapon shop. I did indeed let her eat at weapon shop. Looks like I'm being charged for letting Pepper eat that. What if I just ignore it? What happens then? But I know that if you owe it and don't pay it, best case you're banned from the shop. Worst case they call the cops. I'm gonna pay it. Fine, I'll pay it because I do know that I let her eat that. I know. Okay. I was wondering if there's gonna be anything in the map about a festival, but there isn't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save. Thankfully, there is an autosave, and we're gonna go. We are going to leave for today. Save the game. I did. Thank you for the warning, though. But I did actually save the game. Thankfully. So, we finally playing Drapline. Yippee! Let's go. I got scammed, and I got an achievement that called me a sucker. Not very fun, but incredibly funny. That was very funny. I can't deny. Quite hilarious. So, while the chat is zooming by, because wow, I so wanted to see a second achievement pop up, paid for a free sample. Free sample? Huh? Where did I get a free sample option? Oh, like if the workshop, if the weapon shop had just been heavily like given for free. It would be very fitting in light of yesterday's conversation. The free sample one, yeah. What? She's a worm? Who said that? Who said that? You should totally make a shirt about you getting scammed. Hey, you know what? I'll write that down. Why not? I don't really have a lot of time for doing shorts, but I want to. I want to. So I'm gonna write down Drapline episode 1. Where was it? After the halfway mark, right? After halfway through VOD, you got scammed. We can make a short out of this. I wrote it down so that I don't forget, because I need to write things down or else I will forget. I think it would be fun. How did you raise a dragon daughter, and how does a snake make a dragon daughter? So, Mouse, one thing that happened at the beginning of the game is that the dragon people came and gave us the lore, and the lore is that this child is born from the earth itself and the stars or something? Yeah? Trust me, Ellie, we will share the shit out of that short. I have to write it down and do it. I have to. Takes a long time to do shorts. I might stamp tab the series. It does take a long time to do shorts. First, you have to find the clippable moment. Oh, I should have tried the clipping tool. First, you have to find the clippable moment. You need to re-record it or re-download it. Then you need to actually do the editing, which is heavy. Sound effects, zooms, cuts, any sort of like visual effects you want to add. All of that takes time. How you manage to make a dragon daughter? It's made from the earth. If I do it, it would be before Monday, so somewhere in between there and now. I cut my pun about shorts. Eh? I was gonna say you don't even have experience with having legs to make shorts. Like you resisted the urge to say that pun. I appreciate it. I appreciate you resisting the urge. Thank you. That's fantastic amount of self-control. That's appreciated here. If you do timestamp this series, don't take it as a job. Do it out of your own like pleasure and leisure, and don't let it be a weight on you, please. You changed my mind? How? How? I had to say about the timestamp. What did you have to say about the timestamp? What do you need to say about the timestamp? I have actually made a lot of, well, not a lot of my shorts. I have made some of my shorts. There are some that I did have commission, but I did make quite a few of my shorts, and I do have moments that I think back and I'm like, oh, I should make that into a short. I should make that into a short. It's just the amount of time that it takes, you know? I had to say about the timestamp. I was thinking something, but that was more important. No! You were going to say something about something else, and then you stopped yourself to make a bad pun? No! You were close to being strong. You were close to having self-control. How was being a parent to a little munching machine? It was great. It was great. Technically, we did do exactly as much as I had done in the demo, because the demo did reach exactly this point of defeating the first boss. But in the demo, we didn't start with a battle, so that's new. And in the demo, I didn't get fucking scammed. In the demo, no one took my money just for the game later to tell me, oh hey, by the way, there's a scam going around, you should be careful, right after it happened. So there were new things, for sure. There were definitely new things. I appreciate that the game gave me new things to have fun with, and not just like, I appreciate that I could actually see new things, is what I'm trying to say. Because I did play the demo several times. I played it twice completely, and then I did have to have a third go to get specific images that I forgot to take on the second go when I was recording parts, because I didn't record the whole thing because it would be a big file, and then I regretted it. Does it happen to you that you want to say something happens, and then you say a thing about the new thing, and that the first thing in waiting, you somehow misunderstood the order? I don't understand what you're meaning, so I probably misunderstood the order. Normally, if I want to say something and then something happens and I interrupt myself, there's like a good 50% chance or more that the first thing I wanted to say completely gone out of my head, completely forgotten. There's a really good chance that if I interrupted myself while I was mid-thought, that thought got offended and decided to leave the premises, and it decided that it never wants to see me again. It's very, very likely. Shorts are very fun to make, but when making sure that catches good attention is very exhaustive. It can be fun to make, but it is a lot of time spent. It is a lot of effort. I'm not the best at making, like, at editing. I'm sure that other people are faster, and it's harder for me to see moments where it's like the potential for edits. It's harder for me to see the potential for edits. You know, there's times when I wonder, are isekai just Twilight shows for men? What do you mean Twilight shows? What is a Twilight show? Now the real game starts. Now, legitimately, now the game that I haven't seen past the demo starts, and I'm excited for it. I was going to pun, then Samsung, then I said before forgetting the pun. Eh? Thanks, Ellie. It was so much fun hanging with you. I hope you had a lot of fun. Gotta head out here. Goodbye, Mouse. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful weekend. You guys see Mungus? That's what coping looks like. What is he saying? Oh, because some are well written? I agree that some isekai are well written. ReZero is an isekai. I agree. Some isekai are well written. Digimon is an isekai, I will defend it. There you go. Everyone has one isekai that they think is well written, right? Ellie's thoughts flow like water and evaporate like it. I think they evaporate like alcohol, which evaporates significantly faster at room temperature. I think I would compare them to alcohol. But they'll be back, maybe. Some of them never see me again. That thought enters the shadow realm. Indeed, indeed, indeed. My thoughts, if they get interrupted, most likely will enter the shadow realm. You are correct. Thanks for Shimeli. Thank you for being here. I hope that you enjoyed. Thanks for Shim. Hope you have a great weekend, everyone. Yeah, I hope everyone has a great weekend. I'm gonna have a bit of a busy weekend. I was going to, like, I want to propose member streams during weekends for this month because several people got gifted memberships, so I want to make sure that the most amount of people can take advantage of it, which I think that happens mostly on weekends. However, when looking at the schedule that I have for IRL activities and stuff, it's so hard to find a weekend where I can just do stuff. This weekend's gonna be quite busy. Konosuba is amazing because they make fun of isekai tropes. I think Konosuba is one of those shows. I haven't watched it because I'm not super big on comedy anime. I'm not, like, hooked enough to continue watching it after a while. Like, I started Nichijou, which is incredibly funny. It really is. But it didn't hold my attention. I could, like, not be bothered, you know? Like, that's what happens to me with comedy anime most of the time. And what was I saying? I think Konosuba is one of those cases where you kind of need the genre knowledge for it to actually hit you and be effective. Like, for example, Oran High School Host Club is a really good show for me, and it's only going to hit properly, and you're only going to get the full value of the show if you are very familiar with shoujo romance tropes. Like, the other day I saw someone on Reddit posting that they wanted to introduce their partner to anime and asking for recommendations and giving like examples of what the person liked. And I saw someone commenting, you should show her Ouran High School Host Club. No, I think the OP had Ouran High School Host Club as one of the options that they had thought about. I don't remember. Whatever. The point is, terrible idea, because you definitely need to understand the genre tropes that the anime is kind of using to satirize, to mock, and to execute perfectly. But you kind of need the knowledge. And I think that Konosuba is that, but with isekai. No longer allowed in another world too. That one I have never heard of. That's the first time I read that title. Inside Ellie's skull are 4 brain cells playing an infinite stack of Uno reverse and skip cards against each other. True. That's so accurate. Thank you for the stream, Ellie. Hope you have a good day. Goodbye, TRSS. Hope you enjoyed. And also, Cyclocus. Welcome, hello. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back, Ellie. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bubble Black is a good jumping off point for a newcomer, OP. Don't even watch it with her. Just put it on and leave the room. I know Bible Black is infamous. I don't remember exactly why. I think it's a hentai, right? I think. I know it's a very infamous title, but I gotta be honest, I don't remember why. Hentai? Okay, got it, got it. The author of No Longer Human tries to commit a lover's unhappy... Eh? The author of No Longer Human tries to commit a lover's unhappy, but ends up isekai'd and profoundly disappointed. I don't understand what that means. That's why Mob Psycho 100 is the perfect parody anime, because it does parody tropes but doesn't rely on you knowing the tropes to tell its story. What tropes specifically? Shonen tropes? I really do think Mob is super strong on its own, and I wonder if I missed some tropes. Actually, because now that you're saying that, I don't know that I would consider it a parody anime. So that must mean that I missed most, if not all, of the tropes. You liked Undertale despite not being super familiar to the genres to the genre that it... Oof. I'm gonna drink some water. My tongue does not want to read that. You liked Undertale despite not being super familiar with the genre that it subverts. But I liked Undertale because it has a fantastic story, and because in the time period that it came out, it was one of the very, 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 very few games that had the full capability of having a normal violent route, but is designed to make you choose pacifism. It's designed for you to really think about it. And I don't know that there are still today many games that will give you both options, but so clearly delineate that one of them is the right choice. It's a good Christian story. No, you can't gaslight me like this. People are already agreeing and telling me that it's a hentai. Speaking of which, you should watch Caesar 7. I heard it's pretty good. I do have it in my watch list. I do have it in my watch list. Right now, I'm watching the trash one, Gachakuta, or whatever the fuck is called, which is the first time I've actually enjoyed a shonen in a billion years and a half. I don't like shonen. I've tried many times. I've seen many of them because of hype and specific reasons. Like, I watched Dragon Slayer because the choreography, the fight choreography, is like one of the fucking best in the whole of anime. Gachakuta is the first shonen I'm truly enjoying in a while. But yeah, I do have Caesar 7 in my watch list. I can describe it, but on Discord, not here. We don't need to. We don't need to describe it. You want to start watching anime and watch the first season of One Piece. I think my go-to... The thing is, I don't have a go-to. It depends highly on what the person likes and enjoys. I will always think that Death Note is a fantastic anime for introducing people to anime that are into thinky shows, really like intelligent plots that you have to pay attention and follow and like try to put pieces together. I think it's one of the go-tos. I think for someone that tells me they like emotional stories and character-based things and they don't mind or they like sad things, sad stories, I will always go for Anohana. But I have to watch before I say this is like my go-to. I really should watch To Your Eternity. I hear that it's equally good in that respect. If someone likes a really well... Oh, how do I even describe? I think Baccano is one of my go-tos. But it's like, I wouldn't even know how to define what kind of person it's my go-to for. It's just like... It's such an interesting show, man. I can't even describe it. Baccano is definitely one of my go-tos. I think he's referring to self-deletion. He committed a lover slip and slide in real life. Okay. I don't follow Mongoose. If you wanna like write the plot without censorship on Discord, or give me the link to my anime list. Shonen, ghost stories, psychic shows, overall, the supernatural. So yeah, I didn't get most of the references then because I'm not a consumer of shonen. I avoid ghost stories like the plague. And psychic shows? What is psychic shows? You mean shows about psychic people? I also don't watch that. I must have missed every freaking reference and parody. I must have missed it all. For me, if you want to recommend an anime, you need to ask them, did you watch Dragon Ball Z? And if they say no, you make them watch Dragon Ball Z. If they say yes, you make them watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged. And that's how you would not get me to become an anime watcher. You need to ask them about their tastes. You fool? Reagan is literally a parrot of every supernatural conman. Yeah, but I think you don't need to watch those shows to know to know about conmen and stuff like that. Bible Block is infamous because a family-friendly TV channel played the first episode by mistake. No! No fucking way, bro! What? That's crazy. That's all games ever. Choosing the good route is the norm, Ellie. Not at the time that Undertale came out. Not at the time that Undertale came out, and not in such a, like... Normally, if you have both routes available, both are going to be a fun way to do the game. It's just the consequences at the end that are going to be different and that maybe are going to make you feel a little bit guilty. Undertale makes it straight up not fun to play the bad route. And in fact, many games that have like a good route and a bad route are actually much more fun to play in the bad route. There are games that I struggle to enjoy because I didn't want to play the good route game mechanic wise. It was so boring and I still ended up doing it because I wanted the good story. I can't say the name Caesar 7 without getting unreasonably annoyed now. Why? Oh, because 6-7? Hear me out, Inuyasha, something for everybody. I think it's not a bad choice, but I think it's not a good starter anime. First of all, because it's old. Second of all, because it's so long. Third of all, because it's still relying on certain tropes that not everyone is going to be into or happy with. Like, you want to introduce to someone, in my opinion, you want to introduce to someone to anime and have them like anime already before you hit them with a show that's gonna have the archetype of old pervert who wants to steal teenager panties. Because a lot of people are immediately going to go, oh yeah, see, this is what anime is. It's pervy and creepy and disgusting. Like, a lot of people will have that reaction if that's the first... reaction, if that's the first anime they see. Hello? Am I still live? Everybody right now, write potato if you can still hear me. Please. Hello? Yes? Hello? Okay. Okay. Something happened. I got a pop-up saying... Thank you. Thank you for the potatoes. I got a pop-up saying that something lost connection to the YouTube authenticator, and I have no idea what it is. So it wasn't OBS. That's good. We're still live. What lost connection to YouTube? Streamer bot? Maybe commands are not working. If you want to try that. Good thing that it happened at the very end of the stream, though. That's good. Oh my god, unable to refresh your YouTube authorization token. It's still happening. I just got a second pop-up. Commands still work. What the hell is broken? What the hell broke? Something broke. I don't know what broke. Something is not connecting to YouTube, but I have no idea what it is. Okay, guys, let's wrap this up. I'm gonna try and really quickly read whatever I haven't read, but we're gonna wrap this up. Something is fucking breaking. Something is breaking. I don't know what it is, and I'm stressed about it. Start them with something light, like Your Lie in April. Hot take, I think Your Lie in April is a bad show. And it's, I mean, it has some good parts, but I think it's so overrated. Osamu Dazai was a profoundly depressed man. I know that about the actual author, like the real author of Dazai. So when he ends up in another world, instead of dying as he tried to alongside his girl, he gets annoyed, sets out to find her and try again. Like the premise of the show is about Dazai as a protagonist. Interesting. Amadeli, you need to ask about their normie taste to know if they're able to take any anime at all. Yeah, I think you need to know how to introduce them properly. I see you haven't watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I haven't watched Dragon Ball either. I don't like it. YouTube, stop telling me that something is disconnected. Tell me what is disconnected. Is there some games like Fable where you can be very evil and heartless ruler? I believe. I think so, yeah. I haven't played it. I'm of the belief that there's a bias towards the good route because the games all trend everything towards the good route. And yet somehow, sometimes it's so much more fun gameplay-wise to have the evil route. Personally, I dislike most abridges. I tried to watch a lot of them, and only one abridge was the one that I could see the full first video and continue. I like Gigok's abridges a lot, and Team 4 Stars Attack on Titan one that doesn't exist anymore. That's perfect. Have them watch Inuyasha for a season and ask them their opinion on Kagome to decide if you can stay friends. Ooh, I want to know what your opinion is, just because I want to know what you feel very strongly. You feel very strongly about something. I don't feel very strongly, so I'm interested to know why you think that that's a friendship defining thing. Okay. YouTube broke apparently. Don't touch anything, Ellie. Continue. I am, but I miss being able to flip. Sadly, no more flip. Kagome is an awful girl, honestly. Gigak, yuck, tell me more. Gigak has great abridges. I think they are great abridges. Poor Snake, YouTube does not want you to continue. The thing is that I am continuing just fine. I have no idea what the authenticator is missing. Something doesn't have a YouTube authenticator, but I, for the life of me, cannot figure out what. I don't actually feel that strongly. I watched like 5 episodes. Other people very clearly do, though. Interesting. I don't feel very strongly either way. The one abridge I could tolerate was about the Injustice League animated. They even did a better story than the OG movies. And yes, I watched the OG and I could like more the abridged, and I had better structural writing and story. Funny when that happens, isn't it? Anyways, stop telling me that my YouTube transition token has broken. I'm gonna go now. Thank you everyone so much for coming. I hope that you enjoyed. You finally got your Drapline. And we will continue playing it until we get to one ending, and then we'll decide. But for now, have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful weekend. Don't forget to stretch, don't forget to drink plenty of water, try to eat nutritiously, and try to sleep 7 to 9 hours. And most important of all, be kind to yourself and to others, okay? Take care, my snake shifters. Bye bye. Yes, I'm going to go rebuild Crispia. Bye bye.